Concept 6 is graphics. And by graphics, they typically mean three different things: drawing objects, graphic illustrations, or photographs. You can find these listed on page WD 1.47. It tells us to move to the blank line below New Adventures and open up our Insert tab. In the Illustrations group, we'll find a picture button. The picture we're looking for can be found in your data files, and it will be WD01, the lion. And you will want to go ahead and click on that and click on Insert. And you'll see that you get a lion picture. We're then going to click to the right of that, and once again come up to Insert, and this time we're going to click on Clip Art, and you'll see that various pictures come up here, and it tells us to click on and type in animals. Once you've typed in animals, it says to make sure that you've included office.com content, and open up the results should be, and select illustrations and photographs, and deselect the rest. Once you have those two selected, go ahead and click on Go, and you'll see that it brings up a variety of different pictures. You can then go ahead and scroll through these, and you'll see that there's a lot. So we want to narrow this down just a little bit, and we're going to add a comma and a space after animals here and type in parrots, and click on Go again. Now we're going to narrow our search down to just animals and parrots. And you can scroll through these and you'll see there are numerous different parrots. And you need to pick out one that you like. Now this one appears to be the one they used in the book. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to click on it and you'll see that it adds it in. Once I've done this, I can close my clip art window right here. Now I need to choose between these two pictures, and our book suggests why not go with the parrot. So I'm going to click on the lion and hit delete. And you'll see that only the parrot is left. Once we have just a parrot, we're going to scroll out or zoom out until we can see our entire page. And you can see that now everything is scrolled over onto a second page, and we don't want that. We want a single page document. So what we're going to need to do is adjust the size of our parrot. So I'm going to click on the parrot, and you'll see that we get sizing handles that appear around, either in circles or squares. The circles affect both vertical and horizontal dimensions, where the squares only affect the corresponding one. So we want to keep things more or less proportional. So we're going to grab the bottom corner and drag it up until everything fits on just a single page. You'll note that I'm doing this several different times to get it small enough, and this is very common. Gentle little tweaks to make sure everything fits in just the way it's supposed to be. And once I get it small enough, that second page should disappear. If it doesn't, I'm going to come over into there and delete it manually. Now I have a parrot, and I have a nice looking flyer. You can see that it also has centered on that page, centered my last two lines, so I'm going to center those. And the last thing I need to do is add a watermark. Now I can zoom back in a little bit, and I'm going to come to Page Layout. And in Page Layout, in the Page Background group, we'll find Watermark. We don't typically use watermarks. They're like on your checks and other important documents. But when you click on it, you'll see that there's a gallery of different ones. And if we scroll down, we'll find Draft 1, and we'll click on that. And you can see in the gray behind your picture is watermarked the word Draft. Once you've done that, it tells us to increase our zoom back to 100%. And then hit Control and End to go all the way to the bottom of the document and type in your name, will gladly help with all of your questions, and then hit period. You'll note, unfortunately, that this has once again made my document go over one page. So I'm going to need to come back up here and scroll and shrink my bird down maybe just a bit more. And you can see with one little shrink, everything's back onto one page. The final thing that we should do with any document is adjust the document properties. Document properties can be found under the File tab. If you go to the File tab and you go to show all property links below the list of properties, you'll find that over here we have various properties, and we can go to show all properties. You'll see all of them, and it allows us to come in here and adjust our properties, and it tells us a lot of different things. So, to start with, we're going to enter new tours flyer in the title text box. So where it says title here, we're going to come in and type in new tours flyer. In the tags box, we're going to type in flyer. Different ways for you to categorize the stuff that you've done. In the status area, we're going to type in first draft. In the as the category, we're going to call it advertising. As the subject, we're going to call it for new tours. And in the author box, we are going to put your name. And you can see student name is what's already in there. We can add an author, put in your name. Obviously, it should be really your name. And you should do this with every document, and you don't necessarily need to put all of these pieces of information. A title's usually good, and then your name. And your name's important just in case someone happens to try to steal your document. Then your name will be listed here, and it's easier for us to see who's actually done one document versus another. Once you have done all of that, then you can go back to your Home tab. You can see everything that you've done, and you can save the file. You'll note that our book talks about printing a document. Anything here that says anything about printing is not something you need to do. We will not print any of these documents. So you don't have to worry about that.